Hello and welcome to Jemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the information box below and have determined that you are a power year number 9, then you are at the right place. Just to review quickly how to get to your power year number, because I do get questions about that, is to take the month of your birthday. So take the month, and if it's a 2-number month, add those two numbers together to get a single digit. Now look at the day of the month you were born. Same thing, if it's a 2-number day, add those numbers together to get a single digit. Now add the number of your month, the single digit, and the single digit of your birthday, and add those two together. Now, do you have a double-digit number? If you do, add the numbers together to get a single digit. Now, add that digit to the number 3. Once again, if it's a double digit, add them together, except if you got an 11. Then you'd be an 11 over 2, and you'd listen to the power 2 power year reading. But if you've got any other numbers, combine them to get a single digit number, and that's your power year. Now, if you got power year number 9, that means you are in the month of 3. So let's talk about what those numbers mean. If you are a power year number 9, this is the conclusion of your entire cycle. And you'll be beginning again next year at the very beginning, planting seeds to watch them grow till you get to 9. The year 9 again. So the year 9 really represents a year of endings. It can be the ending of karmic debt or a particular lesson you had to learn. It could be the ending of a relationship. It could be the ending of hard times. It could be the ending of being alone and finding that relationship, the ending of a lot of really, really good things and starting a new beginning next year. So now if you're in the month of 3, as you are 9, 3 is meant to be light, it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be having a nice time and having a little downtime before you get into heavier months. But the thing that I noticed with 3 is that you can be very critical of others and they can be critical of you. You could cause drama and they could cause drama. Now, if you are an artist of any kind and you're creating, you might have a very good month. This might be a good month for you to get the job, to do a very good audition, or to get something published, that kind of thing. But that kind of literal drama aside, let's take a look, 9s, and see what's in store for you for this month. Now, I do have some special days written down for you, and if I don't do them now, I sometimes forget. So I want you to know that your power days of any month are 9, 18, and 27. Now, days that are good for getting a job or a promotion or asking for the raise would be March 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th. Days for romance for you, good days would be March 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th. Days to sit back and let it happen and just absorb and try not to get involved would be March 4th, 12th, 22nd, and 1st. And days of endings in March for you. So it might be a day that you make a presentation to someone about something that needs to stop or something happens to you. That's going to be March 6th, 15th, and 24th. So let's get started. And I'm going to shuffle these cards, 9s, and I'm going to ask about, let's start with business, okay? So for all of you 9s out there who are gainfully employed at the moment and you're wondering, how am I perceived at work? Is there a promotion or any kind of change coming up at work? We may not get all those answers, but that's why we say them when we shuffle, because we want those answers, okay? Alrighty. Okay, nines, let's see what we've got. Ooh, I see you causing yourself distress. I can see that. Yeah. Okay, nines. For those of you who have a job right now, what I feel like I'm getting here is that you are causing a lot of stress, and you're causing it to yourself, and you could be causing it to people around you too, because I feel like you're perceiving things perhaps more negatively than they need to be. What's in your recent past is this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde card, and nines, I feel like your energy is hooked onto it. So I feel like you goofed. I do. I feel like these cards are telling some of you that you may have had a mishap at work. You may have given wrong information or not completed something on time. And I do feel like you're making more of a fuss over it in your mind than it needs to be. What's coming into near future, or just letting us know how you're perceived, is you got a good track record. You got a really nice track record here with the people that you're dealing with. And if you say, oh, no, I just started this job, then you've got a very good track record in your life for being complete, for being on time, for being pleasant, for not starting fights, for being a team player. You're meant to have a lighter month this month, threes. And any book on numerology, you're going to read that about three, but it is not what I find. I find that a month of three can attract drama. This is drama, and this is drama at your own hand. And you know what's so cool about that? You can change that. You could say, you know, I know people have been telling me that it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal, or it wouldn't be a big deal, or if you did goof this up, maybe you don't know yet, but it wouldn't be, you know, but it's just one more person getting information from the universe to give to you, that you have a good track record, you're a steady hand at the helm, at work, and that is how you're perceived and have been perceived. But recently, something's really got you nervous and uptight, or very hard on yourself. Now let's take a look at those of our nines who are looking for employment. And let's see what we have for you for this month of March, which is your month, again, of three. So let's take a, oh, very nice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I got to tell you, nines, I'm happy to say that the card that is your most positive card happens to be in your, well, no, you have two very positive cards, but the placement of what's the best that we can expect is the Sun card. And that, in my deck, and my interpretation, is that the universe is trying to push you under this great big golden arch, saying, go already, do it. And it's all your wishes coming true. The Sun is everything you've ever dreamed of, and your wishes coming true. And if you're saying to yourself right now, well, you know, I put an application in down at the whatever store, but you know, if all my dreams were going to come true, then wouldn't I be a movie star? But maybe you didn't put it out there to be a movie star. So your dreams and wishes coming true might be that application that you put down at the store. But I want to tell you that if you want to add on applications out there or go for something bigger, you got a wonderful reading here, and you should go ahead and do that. Now, the card that's right up against you in your recent past, or happening right now, is going to be the perfect partnership card. So something is going to fall into your lap. Someone's going to give you an idea or a suggestion, and it just all falls into place for you. And the only thing that we're waiting on here is the timing. the timing of things is letting the chips fall where they may and letting the things work out. So what I'm being alerted to is that you might be waiting a little bit for this to fall into place, but you've got to have the patience and let it fall into place, because this is a lovely read. And for those of you up here who have this job up here, if you were to start to look for a different position, I want to tell you that this is so strong down here, is that if you're feeling like unsatisfied, or gee, I'm not sure, or the people around me just, I don't know, bring things out in me that at this position that I don't like, you too could jump for this golden ring and try to grab it and get yourself into a different place if you wanted to put it out there too. That's one time I will lean like that back into those of you who already have your job. It's that strong, nines, that if you want to wrap something up and you want a new beginning, you go for it, nines. And your next year of 2020 is your year of new beginnings, year one. However, at the end of 2019, you start to feel that hankering and see things falling into place for you. So it's not that you have to necessarily wait that long, but I do have in your cards that expect, some of you may wait 1 week, some of you may wait longer. Okay, very interesting. Nines, let's take a look at relationships. Now, nine, if you're already in a relationship, you should be having somewhat of, again, the history books say, a lighter month, a fun month, a flirty month. Let's see what happens. Okay, nines, for all of you nines who, and again, this is your year of endings, let's take a peek at if you're in a relationship. Nines, if you're in a relationship, I feel like you're going to go for it, or go for, again, I'm going to say this, go for the gold. I feel like you know it's not everything that it could be or what the partner wants from you. And I feel like you're kind of just have been laying low a little bit and been on the fence. But I feel like you have all the cards, that you hold the cards in the relationship, and what somehow you've got the power at this time of this reading in the month of March of 2019. You've got the power, nine. So I do see some conflict to your left, so that you know of something that someone wants from you or of the relationship, and you're kind of holding back. And then I just see you going for it. I just see, oh, the heck with it. And you're very, very kind. And let me just tell you, in your individual situations out there, if you say, no, I'm not going for it, or maybe going for it means walking away. The card here of kindness suggests that all of you do it with as much kindness and give the person their dignity as you can. But the message here for nines is, again, I'm sorry, I see drama in the month of 3, in the month of March for you, whereas it's like you just decide, it's going to work, or it's not, boom, done. You hold all the power. Now, taking a look at your frisky nines, you're frisky this month. Shuffling now for those of you who are a 9 who are looking for a relationship. 3, the month of 3 means dating. It means seeing different people. But let's see. Okay, there's something here about 9s. You wanting someone who seems or possibly is out of reach. I feel like the message here is you are setting your sights on someone that is going to be hard to get, to grab, to maintain, to reach. Are you trying to make a long distance thing work? And listen, they do. But I'm just trying to read the cards right now. Let me just sit with this for a second. Nines. It is something about something that's bigger than you. It's a person that's bigger than you. It's a situation that's bigger than you. Something is bigger than you. And you just got fingers crossed that it's going to work out, or that you're going to be able to make it work somehow. Now, coming into fruition, I have coming into being, into your being, nines, is I have the rumors card. So I'll make a suggestion to you from the feeling that I'm getting, nines, is to not let the cat out of the bag too much. Don't, if this describes something that's happening, well, I heard that so-and-so moved to so-and-so where, and now I'm going to pack my bags. I think I'm going there too, just because I just feel it's meant to be. It's like this kind of thing. And I feel like if too many people know, and you've got too many people talking about it, and it gets distorted and thrown out of whack, it's not going to be great for you. This, I understand, is quite a concept I am giving you, but I am feeling in this year of endings, nine, I think these cards are trying to tell you something. Is that whatever concept you are trying to chase that is bigger than you somehow, you may have to it's a consideration to let it go. It's in the year of endings, and it's in a consideration. The cards are asking you to consider, would you consider letting this go, because you may not come out of it smelling like a rose somehow. Whoa, okay, and I'm going to leave it at that, nines. Again, drama for March. Okay, now we're going to shuffle these cards, and please feel free to think of a specific question. And you might be thinking, you might say, well, I want to ask more about romance. Those were some pretty big ideas there. Or you might want to ask about work again. You've had a very intricate read today. And go ahead, ask your specific question, or ask it about something else completely, or ask it about someone else if you'd like to. But the suggestion I give you is to stick with whatever your question is, and don't vacillate, and then figure out how the answer suits it, because it works best for clients, I feel. Okay, let's go, nines. Okay, let's take a look at what's the best that we can expect from nine's question right now. Okay. I was just going to pull some more cards, but I think it's important that you seem to have cards that are open-ended. They're not giving definite information. They're telling you which way you're headed, but they're telling you it's kind of the timing is unclear. And it might be, again, because it's this month of 3. So it's not, 3 is not a harsh, definite, kind of month, but the year of endings is. So you've got things festering. So to answer your question, you are in a bit of a conflict or tizzy about a situation. And I do feel like it's saying that you really have handled it nicely. you really have laid your cards out on the table, or even to yourself laid the cards out on the table and said, look, you know, it is what it is, or I could still try a little here and try a little there, but then I've got to step back and I've got to see what happens. And I find you discontented. I still find you discontented and unsettled in this month of March, where the answers aren't definitely there for whatever question you asked. Is that, and if you're asking for someone else, either you've influenced them and you've done a good job of covering everything that needed to be covered with their problem, and now it's just a case of waiting to see what happens, or they have really, anything more would be too much. It would be too pushy. It would be too assertive. It would be too whatever. Now you see me shuffling here, and that's because for my nines, I just feel like, yeah, but, you know, can we have one more card here? Okay. And it's, you know what it is, nines? I have a fear of loss card here, and that doesn't mean the loss is happening. It means is that you understand you're on a slippery slope, and too much pushing your agenda on the situation. Let's say you're in a legal case, okay? And let's say you have a million questions you'd like to ask your attorney, but you know it's futile. Thank you for joining Jemma's Window Nines. I'll see you next month when you're in the month of 4. But until then, anything you'd like to know about me, please hop right onto my site, gemmaswindow.com. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you. Make your own decisions. You know you're always the best judge of your own life. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.